Welcome to Fluent by Story, your channel for learning English through powerful, emotional, and vocabulary-rich stories. Today's story is about a man named John, who was known far and wide as Lazy John. But what happens when life pushes even the laziest person into action? Stay with us until the end to discover his transformation and the powerful lesson behind it. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled between rolling hills and lush green fields, there lived a man named John. People didn't call him John the Wise or John the Strong. No. Everyone in the village knew him simply as Lazy John. He was the very definition of laziness. He could sleep for hours under the warm sun, dozing off on a wooden bench without a care in the world. He never worked, never helped others, and never bothered about his future. His clothes were always crumpled, his shoes never polished, and his house looked more like a forgotten barn than a home. John was a young man in his late 20s. He wasn't ill, he wasn't old, and he wasn't helpless. He was just extremely lazy. When his neighbors would rise with the sun, milking cows and tending to the crops, John would be snoring with his mouth wide open, dreaming of riches that required no effort. His mother, old and frail, lived with him and took care of the house. She cooked, cleaned, and even worked in the garden. She loved John dearly, but her heart was heavy with disappointment. Many times she had begged him, "John, my dear, you must work. A man who doesn't work cannot grow in life." But John would only stretch his arms and reply with a yawn, "Work is for those who don't know how to enjoy life. I'm not wasting my life sweating under the sun." Every day the same story repeated itself. John slept. His mother worked. The village moved forward and John stood still. One evening, the village held a community gathering. The mayor announced that the king was coming to visit in a week's time. "He is looking for someone from our village to be his royal assistant," the mayor said proudly. "The king values wisdom, honesty, and above all, hard work." The entire village buzzed with excitement. Men and women prepared their homes, dressed in their best, and practiced speaking politely. Everyone wanted to make a good impression. But John? He just laughed. "A royal assistant? That sounds like a full-time job. Not for me." However, deep inside, a small voice whispered something new, something unfamiliar. What if, just what if, I could change my life? But as always, John shrugged it off. Then something unexpected happened. One morning, John woke up to find his mother lying in bed, coughing terribly. She was pale and her voice was weak. "Mother," John cried. "What happened?" "I think I've fallen ill, son. I have no strength to move," she whispered. John didn't know what to do. He had never cooked a meal, never fetched water, never even swept the floor. He sat beside her helplessly as her condition worsened. Days passed. The house was a mess. There was no food. The garden was overgrown. John, for the first time in his life, realized how much his mother had done and how little he had contributed. He sat by her side one night, tears streaming down his cheeks. "I'm sorry, Mother," he said softly. "I never helped you. I never worked. I was foolish." His mother smiled weakly. It's never too late, my dear. That night, something inside John changed. The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, John was up. He washed his face with cold water, tied his shoes, and stepped into the garden. With clumsy hands, he began to pull weeds and water the plants. He went to the well, fetched water, and boiled some rice for his mother. The villagers were stunned. "Is that lazy John?" asked old Mrs. Turner, squinting through her glasses. "I must be dreaming," said the blacksmith, laughing in disbelief. John didn't care what people thought. For the first time he felt alive. Each day he worked a little more. He learned to cook simple meals, clean the house, and wash clothes. He visited the local healer to bring medicine for his mother and listened carefully to her instructions. Slowly she began to recover. John's hands were sore. His back ached. But his heart felt light. He had discovered something far greater than rest. He had discovered purpose. When the king finally arrived in the village, he was met with celebration. Everyone presented their best version of themselves. But when the king asked, "Who is the hardest working person in this village?" something remarkable happened. The mayor said, "Your Majesty, I must introduce you to a man who has transformed completely. A man once known as the laziest among us, now wakes before dawn and works harder than anyone I know." The king raised an eyebrow. "Show me this man." John was called to stand before the king. He looked nervous but stood tall. His clothes were simple but clean. His hands were rough from labor. His eyes showed honesty. The king asked, "What made you change, young man?" John replied humbly, "My mother fell ill. I had to learn everything. In doing so, I realized how much I had wasted. Now I want to live a life of purpose. Not just for her, but for myself." The king nodded. "You are exactly the kind of man I need in my court. Not because you've always worked hard, but because you chose to change. That takes courage." And so John was chosen as the royal assistant. He left the village, but not before ensuring his mother had help and care. Every month he sent money and letters to her. In the palace, John learned more skills. He was trained in reading, writing, and leadership. He served the king with loyalty and discipline. The name Lazy John slowly disappeared. People now called him John the Wise, John the Kind, or simply John the Brave. Years later, John returned to the village, not as a lazy man but as an example of change. Children listened to his story wide-eyed. Adults nodded with respect. And every time someone said, "Some people never change," others would smile and say, "They've never heard the story of Lazy John." Moral of the story: it's never too late to change. Laziness is a habit, not a destiny. When life challenges us, we discover who we truly are. The power to transform lies within us all, waiting to be awakened. Thank you for watching today's story from Fluent by Story. We hope you enjoyed the transformation of Lazy John, and we encourage you to believe in your own power to change, no matter where you start. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories to help you improve your English fluency.